perfect way. Time don't speak, got me on delay, 'cause across a million seas, would you do that for me? Goddamn world 3 times, and I'd run all the red lights across a million seas just to have you next to me. Paris and Tokyo, I'll go where I have to go. Screw geography, but would you do that for me?
Still as a breeze, a river flowing deep. Don't wanna leave the air you breathe. Living vivid dreams when I think of you and me. Don't wanna leave the world you see, and I will hold you down if love is still alive. It's all forgiven to my eyes. The tide has turned around. Just listen to the sound. Two hearts beating
Hello everyone. Hypnotic Gaming versus Bitpoint GG. As usual, Foul is with me for this one. Not quite sure which server I'm in at the moment. I'm in the wrong one here. Just to double check, you are there, Luke.
Yar. Hello.
Hello, hello. So
Hello.
we are just waiting, just to make sure this one is definitely going ahead. And I'm also just waiting for an IP to be posted in chat.
I think I have one.
Because there's 3 games going at the moment. For anyone interested, I will try and keep you all updated with the scores.
This doesn't look right. Hang on. Actually, no, this makes sense because we just watched the game on cache. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what's the IP situation. Let me have a look. Yeah, I'm in Luxor. No, hang on. Why is it saying Luxor versus Arden?
Because that's when their game's on.
That's annoying. Hang on then. Oh yeah, Arden versus Vivify. I don't think they've posted it yet.
Yeah, just waiting for it. That being said, if for whatever reason this one doesn't go ahead, we can jump into a different one. We've got plenty of choice.
Obviously, this being quite a big game for the boys. Obviously, it's going to be. I think it's going to be a really good game to cast, but I don't want to say, did this before. Do you know what happened? Game got cancelled. So.
Well, hopefully the one we've picked goes ahead. It looks like the other 2 are, but
It's Bitpoint versus Hypnotic, right? Or am I getting it wrong? Yeah, it's Bitpoint versus Hypnotic. So I mean, yeah, both teams for those. Hang on, let me see.
Yeah, your IP's not going to work there, Jonesy. I don't see the thing being posted unless it was that one there potentially.
What, the bottom?
Hold on, I think I might have it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's not the one.
I've got it. I'm just really stupid. It's the one with Robbie and Vex CS. And then just do the usual thing that we do.
Hello, Mr. Caster. Please tell Bitpoint Guy to schedule our game versus them. They always ignore me. Unfortunately, mate, as much as we would, or at least I would like to, or anyone would, due to us not being admins or having that kind of ability, and plus, I mean, if you think they don't talk to you, you'll have another thing coming if you think they talk to us. It's a thing, just take it up with the admin. There's admins in the Discord, so if you're a part of it, just one of 2 admins that are online right now, and I'm sure they can get it done for you.
Yeah,
probably be a little bit better.
We're very much a separate entity. Although you'll sometimes see me pop into chat and try and help out where I can with the teams. That being said, looks like we are going to be going ahead with this one. We do have the players loading in.
Do you send me up here?
Why? Why do you need that?
Just, thought maybe I won't ghost cast. I'll pretend like I know what's going on,
So you usually do, I mean.
Oh, yeah, Oh, they're going B. Luke, mate, everyone's dead. Nice, they're going B. Thank you. But yeah. Quite an interesting game if you missed it. Not too long ago, about an hour ago. We streamed yet another game. We have a few, I think, from what I'm hearing. We should have a few tomorrow. So at least 1 or 2 tomorrow, right?
Yeah, there's a few. Like I always say, casting announcements on Twitter. There's our Twitter links on your screen at the moment if you're interested. Bit of shameless plug-in for you there if you're interested. That being said, I'm also quite interested to see what Bitpoint can do. A team doing really well in their league, but I've not had a chance to watch one of their games yet. So, excited. And I think as well with Hypnotic. I don't think I've managed to watch one of theirs. I can't remember. I think it might have been called off. I think we originally planned to do one, but it got called off.
Yeah.
Those of you who are keen-eyed and have realised the name of the stream's wrong, we will get that sorted. I just think the admin is inundated with things at the moment. That being said, I'll just give it a refresh. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, we would like to do Luxor versus Cajun's Money Crew. You got to keep in mind, obviously, we're not necessarily working on our own schedule. It's more working around whatever the our RDYUP is providing us with. So we can only do really what we're given. In terms of obviously what's available to us as well, we have personal schedules because we don't do casting full time. Not we can't sometimes make certain games. If any games get called off, we can probably end up doing it. But again, it will come down to whether or not they get called off or not. So you'll have to keep your eye out on Twitter and stuff for the stuff. So you just get baited in Discord. I don't think you have the ability to do that.
I don't have the ability to do exclamation mark Twitch. Oh well. That being said, got almost every player loaded in. Oh no, I tell a lie. Every player's loaded in. So we're just waiting for a map selection.
There you go. Calling everything on the fly right now, aren't you? You're still you're showing the intermission screen still, by the way.
I'm
So you
aware.
might wanna
Well, I'm still.
loading in. Yeah.
No, I'm still watching them play on Dust 2. Are you in the right game?
I went off the IP you gave me. Let me make sure I'm on the right one.
Check the names of the teams.
Yeah, no, it's being dumb. It's just as soon as I tab back in, it's loading me back
Oh,
up again.
it's putting me into a game now. It's gonna be a bit awkward if I'm behind.
This much. Let me have a look. It's still saying different. I joined off your IP. Let me make it again. Still cache again. If it gives me the same team names, maybe I need to restart or something.
I don't know. I mean, it's loading me in anyway, and we've got to wait for
yeah.
we've got to wait for it to start anyway. So I'm assuming it'll catch us back up at that point.
Yeah, more than likely. How's everyone doing in chat? I hope everyone's having a good day. Hope you've enjoyed the game of the last game we had. I hope you've been enjoying the casting. Pretty long day for me so far. I don't know about you, Kyle.
Yeah, it's been alright.
There we go. I'm in.
Not too bad. Cool. We'll just have to do our old round time check when we get in, just to be sure.
No, we are. No. The last one was like Arden. Someone else. So.
Fair enough. That being said, on top of what's just been said there, if anyone has any predictions, we'll have the pre-game predictions now. Hypnotic Gaming or Bitpoint. Who do you think is going to take this one home? Points in the bag.
Is that a question for me as well?
Go on, why not? Who do you think?
It's a bad idea to ask me these questions.
Well, you...
Good old stat man would say that Bitpoint GG is going to win because they're 2-0 and 6 points in the league, and Hypnotic's only got one game played. Maybe not as much experience in the league as Bitpoint obviously has. Might come into this a little bit more warm, have a bit more experience with just playing against some of these other teams, and obviously just a better record. But been proven wrong before, so definitely. I'm gonna say it's gonna probably be even, and I'm gonna give the good old could go either way answer. Sorry to ruin the vibe there. I normally would pick a team. It's just more it's more even this one. I mean, they both seem like decent teams. I'd probably say Bitpoint, to be honest, but I haven't really seen either of them play too much, so I can't tell. What would you go for? Would you say the same sort of thing, or do you go decisive Bitpoint win?
I've not seen either team, but I just you know when you got that feeling that Bitpoint are probably gonna win.
Yeah, I mean I had that. I mean I said that. I will admit I did say that before coming into this, that Bitpoint have had me interested now since I've been wanting to cast a Bitpoint game for a really, like, since we got in here. Just because they actually do interest me quite a bit. It looks like the overwhelming opinion is that Bitpoint will probably win this game. If not, they will win this game. Then again, the overwhelming opinion before was that one team was going to win, and unfortunately they couldn't close it out. So you never know. There could be some upsets in here. Don't want to call it too soon. So
yeah, I'd suggest Bitpoint possibly one of the teams to watch. Also, you're alongside your Aerox. You've also got Commando Foki as well, who's also in the league. They being previous winners, I believe. Could be wrong, could be right. I think I'm right. Yeah, I'm right. Definitely right. I'm always right. I mean, said, BitPoint team to watch. Hypnotic. Statistically, you're my stats man. How are they looking in the league, Hypnotic?
Well, I mean, this is literally what I just mentioned. If I was to go based off of just statistics alone,
Oh,
which
not who's better and who's worse. I mean specifically.
So, you want to
where
know
are
like
they?
specifically?
Yeah, I
where
can't
they
bother
are.
to open up the league. Like.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Right now, Hypnotic are only 1-0. Currently speaking, for them, they are. I mean, score for 16, score for again, or score against 14 with a 2 score difference. So, I mean, a 16-14 first game isn't too bad. It's kind of your average, very close game. I'm curious as to who they played. Unfortunately, I can't see that. BitPoint currently 2-0, second place in their division, just above Cajun's Money Crew and just below Luxor. So,
Well, that being said, looks like we are going into knife round.
on the step, man. Did just see a team knife come through. Not too much damage taken, but
Maybe they want to play on two side.
gotta give them the advantage, you know.
So,
Apparently.
no sick knife strats coming in for this one. BitPoint to take knife round, and we'll promptly go CT.
Any score predictions? Are we going to call it a 16-0, or anyone in chat want to call it any 16-5, 16-15? You know, that ain't possible, but you know, got to be as equal as possible in this league, you know.
Definitely. I mean, I think I need to, you know, get to know the teams a little bit better to
16-3. Oh.
to fully understand. Okay. Is that 16-3 to BitPoint, I assume?
16-3, 16-7. So we're I take it the overwhelming opinion is Hypnotic isn't going to get more than one round.
I mean, we don't know enough about Hypnotic. They won their first game. You know, let's not count them out. You never know. That being said, starting off on pistol. We've already got a couple of BitPoint players who have already figured out that it is going to be A site, already rounded back, as we do see the Hypnotic players bursting onto A site. Smokes covering their entrance as we speak. Zwernet getting a couple of hits through the smoke. Kerman needs to be where he's going to get in a little bit of trouble stood there. Alkan able to get one there as he looks to take out Alkan. Able to get a nice couple of pistol kills there, taking out the final player in main. And just as everyone starts talking about BitPoint possibly being the winners here, Hypnotic taking the pistol round.
It's only one round, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Obviously, both teams equally probably as skilled, hence why they're in this division, so it could go either way. Right now, yep, it swings in the favour of Hypnotic already. Pretty decisive pistol run, gotta admit. Not really many kills coming up from the CTs. Not a great hold in general, but see if they can improve it here with these C7 Eagles. I know you're not a fan of the Eagle play. Two in a good position, by the way, in checkers.
Yeah, looks like we do have a couple of Hypnotic players just trying to get a bit of information going B site as we look to see where Hypnotic choose to go. Rob, we're picking up bomb now. Looks like he is going to start moving towards the A site. Alkan trying to find the first pick, but Matt G not willing to peek him and give it away just yet.
Boosted middle coming through currently for Hypnotic. Could catch Kuma out here.
Kuma must hear this though, certainly does. Is able to pick up Chuck-in. Smoking off mid, stopping that push, but I think they may... No, that certainly does stop the push. That's going to force Hypnotic to dedicate themselves to B. Kuma must hear this. And Kuma could come in even more handy here. Picking off one with the CZ before retreating. It's not looking good all of a sudden. for Hypnotic
Oh.
as Bitpoint take the first round. Brilliant plays coming round there from Bitpoint.
Yeah, what I really like is the fact that we had players just completely distracting the T side there, able to pick up all the different trades, taking different gunfire from each other, picking up the individual kills that they needed to. Really well played by Mad Specs there, and obviously Tui playing a really good spot in checkers, throwing off the Ts completely. Everyone on the CT side for Bitpoint's playing really well that round.
Yeah, you'd expect after winning the pistol round, Hypnotic should be able to take the second one. It's going to be interesting to see how this, going forward, if this is going to make any difference. As we see, Robway already getting taken down in mids. Wernet looking to pick up a player from White Box.
Kuma with 2 really important kills there, and caster timing on each other there by accident. Looks like they're going towards A though, which is going to be an interesting push.
Yeah, Hypnotic now left figuring out what it is that they're going to do here. Childson getting taken down with the bomb. And pretty simple win there for Bitpoint.
Yep, Kuma doing all the work at the moment at 6 and 2. I mean, obviously that's taken away from his teammates. 3K already coming in for that round. 2 on the board already for him. No one else really pulling out anything else. Matchy obviously with a 4K himself, so that's an impressive stat already. Only 3 rounds in.
It looks like we're just going to see a straight A push coming out from Hypnotic. Handled pretty quickly by Vexbot and a couple of other Bitpoint players. Nothing too worrying there. Did take out one of the Bitpoint players, so not a total failure there from Hypnotic.
Worth noting that now Vex is another Bitpoint player with a 3K. I know these stats sound relatively useless, but when you add it up, obviously these players performing really well individually right now and as a team, just stopping everything these Ts are doing. These mix and match buys so far have been pretty bad. Give him a nice pick in mid.
Yeah, I was pretty sure Mad Specs was gonna catch out a player there, but Hypnotic wise to it. Gonna see some Bitpoint players here. Gonna make a push into A main. Bit of a waste of a Molotov there, but Bitpoint won't be too worried. 4 versus 2. Robway taken down on highway. This leaves Chilson, who's gonna break vents, but not quite deciding where he wants to go just yet. I think he's gonna try and play for the pick. See if he can take down a couple of Bitpoint, do some economy damage. And Chelsea giving a lot of noise here, going to get taken down in a little bit of a crossfire.
Does appear like everything Hypnotic is doing right now is just completely getting countered by Bitpoint. Even when they're playing these off angles and these positions which maybe Bitpoint aren't expecting, still winning those one-on-ones, especially at long range, and they're just picking these players off on the T side. Pretty one-sided so far, and yet another pistol run coming through for Hypnotic.
Yeah, it looks like we are going to see Hypnotic push in the B side. Just a quick one with the pistols. Able to take down a couple of Bitpoint players, but looks like Robway is going to eat the bullets at Bitpoint. Another quick round for Bitpoint. I think Hypnotic really need to sort of win one of these rounds when they when they're taking a full buy. Pull some rounds together. Something needs to happen for them here. They can't keep sort of buying, saving sort of thing. I think eventually, it's just going to become to the point where the round deficit's just going to become too much for them to come back from at this rate.
Yeah, I mean, CT's doing a really good job of countering right now. However, T-side completely wiping them clean off of the board.
Well,
played by Hypnotic for that mid take.
Just as we thought this was going to be a bit of a clean sweep. Matt G and Tui.
CT has money to work with. Already got one. There's nearly the second. 4 HP.
Two managing to get one on a pick and as a Hypnotic player approaches the A site. He's going to swap himself down to Z, see if he can get a couple of picks on highway. Spline Chokian with the CZ on low HP.
Wait, that
nade could also get a player. It does. Zui realising he can take this round now. Last player's on Fork here. If he can figure this out. Zui so unlucky then not to take that one for his team.
Yeah, such a close clutch. That could have really been something spectacular there. Especially that nade back to quad. He knew that one player would be playing that position with them that weak. Wow, that couldn't have been closer. Bitpoint doing a really good job of staying in that round there.
Yeah, big round for Hypnotic though. Definitely needed to have that one on the board. It's going to help them in terms of their economy. Zwernet, both of them getting taken down. Only able to find one Bitpoint player here.
He was in a really bad spot there. Manages actually to get out of it, luckily, with that flash. Helping him a little bit.
Yeah, looks like they are going to keep Alkan there. Just as I say, that decides he is going to pick up and move away. Gravitate towards A. Looks like they are going to try another boost.
Alkan needs to get this pick on highway. If this is what they want to peak, they're gonna need to try and get some control of the players here because they're down a man. They're down a man at the moment, and they're about to execute. They're gonna need that man advantage going into A.
Play very much in favour of Bitpoint, as we are going to see a smoke come out here. Some utility being used, but looks like Kuma is going to push around the flank. Not quite able to take down everyone there, as it's Robway left on A side with the bomb. And Bitpoint to take another round, 6-2. I think it's in danger of getting decisive at this point. Hypnotic are going to be left possibly buying pistols here. I don't think that's going to be too much, too troublesome here for Bitpoint.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. I think it's the shame about it is so far the T side has been a bit unfortunate because they've probably seen
that flash might just get Mac G though. The spray though, able to pick 3. USP in hand, Matt G with a 4K.
Second 4K of the game, may I add. That is, I mean, first off, great flash by the T's to get in there. Just such a just shut down by Matt G there. Incredible M4 spray, and then finishing it off with a nice little one tap from the USP. These Bitpoint players are on point right now. The name doesn't lie. They are completely showing these guys exactly who they are and how they need to play cash. See how it gets translated onto the T side, I guess. It's only really a matter of time till this round is over. T side could still do this, let's not count it out, but 2 with an instant pick. Gotta wonder how long they've got. Then they're doing great damage into these players with B main. Everyone's super low on this T side so far. Nice mad spec pick as well.
Mad spec not quite able to take down his approaching Hypnotic players. Chokian could get one here. Not able to, and we're left with Robbie and Zwernet. Clumped up together here on the B side. Robway's burning alive. Just able to stay alive. Manages to fall in pit, but taken down.
Yeah, I mean, Chokian did a really good job to get the M4 and vent there. Good pick with the Deagle. Unfortunately for the Hypnotic lineup, they just couldn't exactly grab that round where they needed it. Got good money though from the plants, so I mean they can at least buy again with these AKs and get some full utility and head armor. So it's not too bad for them. If they're gonna start getting rounds though, it needs to be now.
Looks like we're going to see 4 players head towards B side. Some utility by the looks of it might come out here. But Chewy, no one spotted him. Crosshair discipline, not quite able to pay off for him. Does get one though. And he's given his team enough time to start a rotation here. Chilson just having to wait a moment before he can get the bomb down, getting caught out by the Molotov.
Matt G and Kuma on the flank, checking every angle that they can.
Chocking could get Matt G here, certainly will. Now can't pick up Vexbot, and that's a round 4 Hypnotic. So, not down and out just yet, but quick round so far. Game not lasting too long in terms of time frame. Getting some quick, snappy rounds.
It's like I said, if Hypnotic want to start making a comeback, now's the chance to do it. You know, you need these rounds going into the C2 side. It could really benefit you, and it won't take you too long to come back. But we'll just have to see how BitPoint now retaliate on that round loss.
14 and 4 at the moment on Matt G. There's Werner running through a Molotov. Could potentially get wallbang if he's not careful. But Dewey popping out at the right time there to be able to pick up. Easy fragging checkers. Not quite sure what Hypnotic are doing at the moment. I think they're still sort of trying to figure out where they want to go with the bomb. Bomb is picked up by Chilton, and they're going to gravitate towards the B side.
Yep,
Molotov.
Some control.
That's going to force Matt G back onto A side. Some great kills here from Chokin as helps take the A site for his team. Vexbot left with a FAMAS on his own. A lot of work to do here if he's gonna take this one with BitPoint, and it's just gonna prove a little bit too much. Hypnotic take their 4th round.
Yeah, I mean, great 3K from Chokin. What I was going to say, I should say, was that Chokin actually playing a position I don't think we've seen him play too often on this map. So maybe throwing BitPoint off a little bit, keeping that door open, maybe taking away some of BitPoint's concentration and focusing on that door. Did a really good job to get that 3K there, opened up the round for his team. Got nothing but a pistol and a dream right now for BitPoint. We've seen them do some really crazy stuff.
It looks like Madspecs is going to get boosted over here. Chilton looks like he is waiting for this and possibly predicting this. Certainly is Chilton taking down Madspecs as he tries to boost over. That does leave Vexbot in a bit of a tricky situation. Now he is pushed up, but they do know where he is. Some wallbang is going to come out, but it looks like we might see Hypnotic here run onto a completely clear A site as Kuma just about pushing in, trying to give his team a little bit of support. Could get one, certainly does. He gets chilled with a great deagle shot there. Don't think he quite meant to hit that specific player. And just hiding out in the smoke now for a short period of time. What Kuma? Really smart play there with the deagle, just hiding in the smoke, able to pick up another one in main. Vexbot, however, left with just a USP. Not able to pick up the AK somehow, despite directly standing on it. A little bit unlucky there with that fight. Might just be worth now just bringing that AK into the next round.
So it is worth noting that if BitPoint were to take this game, they would be 3-0 in the league, 1 win under Luxor. Hypnotic, obviously, I don't want to call them the underdogs of the match, but obviously with 1 less win and quite considerably lower down in the division. This is a very important game for them. So far, though, have made a 3-round win streak going on. So, like I mentioned, if you need the rounds, these are the rounds you need, and they're taking them. So it's going to open some questions. If they can keep rolling through, we might have a bit of more of an interesting and equal game heading into this round swap, or side swap.
Possible comeback for Hypnotic. Not looking good so far though, as we do see Chalky and taken down as he boosts up. Chilton, though, following up there, might be able to trade him out, but it looks like Mad Specs is going to fall back and play this one a little safe. They know they've got the pick and they've got the advantage. Just need to play this one slow. By doing so, though, might give up mid control to Hypnotic if they decide to push on it. But they won't mind. 3 players on A site, 2 on B. As we see Hypnotic creep towards B now. Alkan scoping. Looks like we do have Rob waiting to push through to help his team. Looks like we are going to see Hypnotic making a little bit of noise now, going loud. Chewy getting they taken down. Not quite able to pick that one up, and all of a sudden, it's not quite going well for Bitpoint. Matt G here needs to get one. Does see the boosted player, not able to take him down though, but he's able to get Alkan.
Yeah, I mean, no utility here. It's going to be almost impossible for them to retake without losing all their players. And with such low economy, they really do need to save these weapons. So this is a good call by Bitpoint. We just need to see how they do in survival times. So now they just need to last, and they'll be okay.
Yeah, it'll be a case of looking to see if this, if they're able to pull this into next round. Looks like we are going to see a vent boost here. Maggi could get caught out, but he is waiting for it. Childson, despite being boosted into vent, is ready for a player waiting for him. And all of a sudden, Hypnotic possibly able to find themselves back into the game. One more round will make it 8-7 even as we go into half-time.
Yeah, I mean, Maggi was quite low and in mid there. I think he got picked off quite quickly just due to the fact he's 22 HP. It looks like we might be getting an A play here, which is really interesting for this team's side. Got to try and counter this now. Mad Specs is so low.
So Chokin was able to cast a little bit of mischief there. Looks like we are going to see Hypnotic moving towards B, slowing it down again. Oh, and Chewy. Thought he was moving away there, but no, he's just changing into heaven. He's going to block the push of Hypnotic with a Molotov. That could change things here.
I think Bitpoint's going to become a little bit more aware here. They are going to really need to think about what they're doing. They don't want to keep rotating too hard here. Well, they are going to be giving these a lot of room.
There's still a potential good chance here that Bitpoint could try and retake the B side. As we see Hypnotic now with one player moving through mid, and it looks like we are going to switch to A site. 2 players for Bitpoint on both sides at the moment. And it's going to become obvious now for Bitpoint. They know where they are. Chokin able to take one. It looks like just the wrong time. Not able to take the player on car. And Robway. I think the real loser in this round is me, who's yet to probably view a kill. Keep viewing the person that dies. That means that I think Childson might be able to get one here. As I look away. Good half for both teams as I missed that one completely.
Well, I mean, I've got to come out and say it. At the end of the day, if you're Bitpoint, you're asking yourself what went wrong. I think it was like an 8-2, 6-2 lead, and now it's gone disastrously wrong for them in terms of round lead.
It was 8-2, and we've seen 5 rounds in a row from Bitpoint.
So what went from a completely just a squash game has now turned into probably the most equal game you could get.
Oh, this is really smart. Bitpoint, if they play this right, they could pick up Zwernet. They are going to get caught out though. Zwernet could fall back here and maybe get a few. Mad Space, going to predict it, and Kuma leading the charge now for Bitpoint.
Or not. Okay, well.
Robway holding really strong, doing really well at the moment. bringing this one back for his team. Mad Specs now. 1 versus 4. He's going to want to stop this game from tying up. He's going to have to do something here. Not a lot of point. Yeah, all of a sudden, Hypnotic seems to be taking a lead in this game.
Krabal and chat mentioning how Joker said that Bitpoint were going to destroy them this game. It seems may not be true. I mean, look, we still got a lot of rounds to go of CS, and this has been some great Counter-Strike so far, so don't count either teams out. You know, one team could still destroy the other, but right now this is how I wanted it to be, equal and just...
Everything could yet change.
Yeah, not good.
Shields hiding out on sandbags. Could get Magi here. That there clears out any effective danger on mid. That Bitpoint do Vex spot as well. Not able to clear out any Hypnotic players.
Could be wrong here, but I believe Chilton just got his first 3K of the game, and there is a pause coming from Hypnotic. I imagine this is a tactical timeout, possibly. Doesn't. Let's see why it wouldn't be.
I'm going to use this time to have a look, see if our Twitch title has been updated. I don't think it has. No, it certainly hasn't.
Can't differentiate. Oh yeah, Robbie's on near 700 ping.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
not the best.
probably a case of just waiting for that to cool down a little bit. That is a strangely high ping. That just as I say that though, it goes down. I'm cursed today, honestly.
I've caught a lot of really good moments. It's just unfortunately, it just seems on your end at the moment. It's just casters curse left, right, and centre. Everyone you.
I'm not missing the action. I'm just spectating the person who dies. I'm in the right area. I'm just not picking the winner. I'm not going to put any bets on today. Put it that way.
Yeah. So just to quickly go over some stats here. Obviously 9-5 and 11, 8-4 and 11, and 8-0 and 11 for 3 of Bitpoint's players. Not exactly the stats you're looking for, but then again, we are looking at Kuma and Matt G, who are at the moment playing phenomenal CS. Especially on the CT side. Everyone on Hypnotic Gaming actually pulling very equal stats, which is always good to see. That means something's going right for them right now. Just got to see how Hypnotic keep rolling these rounds. Bitpoint yet to win another round in a lot of rounds, so it's they need to start doing something very soon, very quickly.
Yeah, we're now looking at 7 rounds in a row for Hypnotic. So it didn't start out the most even of games. As we see Bitpoint flushing out onto site. Looks like they are just going to try for the plant more than anything. Kuma on his own, MP9 in hand. Hopes to probably try and take out at least one, and almost able to get the second. Bitpoint, despite losing a round there, probably going to be happy with that one, all things considered. I think that was the original plan, just flush out into A site, bomb down, let's get some money in the pocket, and it means now, looking at the way Bitpoint are buying, we are able to see full utility from each player, the exact same, almost the exact same utility composition across the board. Chewy opting for 2 flashes, 4 flashes. He's cheating.
He's in the server. He's in the Matrix. I mean, if you're Bitpoint at this point, you do need to start taking every little positive in the game that you can get, because so far it's just not been going your way.
So, just while we've got a bit of a slow start here, we've got another game going on at the moment, which is Ardent versus Luxor Academy. It is currently 9-6 to Ardent at the moment. Ardent, one of the teams that we had the pleasure of watching yesterday.
Does look like we're favouring the A site here. Looks like Shockin's about to actually probably get some action in mid here. Is going to have to go big for his team.
Magi not going to pick up, but Kuma going to try and finish the job. But going to get taken down by Chilled.
Oh,
Shocking. Just able to get the players. He tries to push into vent. He's going to lock that down. Get taken down by Vex Spot. Caster's Curse happening again as viewing everyone who's dying.
I mean, so far not necessarily too one-sided. So equal at the moment. Cities have the advantage. It's looking like it's going to start getting really close here though. Nate coming in.
Robbie able to take down Vex Spot. Not quite able to take down Chewy though. 1 HP now for Chewy as he tries to plant bomb. Incredibly lucky not to get picked off there as he tries to get the bomb down. It's so important Mag Spec stays alive here. 1 HP for Chewy. All on Alcon now for Hypnotic. Just trying desperately to get the pick here. Bitpoint just need to pay this one passively, make him push. They know what weapon he has. And it looks like Alcon possibly might decide to try and play for an exit, or... yeah, surely he's not going to be able to have the time here. Does realise, and he is going to start pushing away. Going to opt to save in CT. A little dangerous if Bitpoint do decide they want to chase. Mad Specs, though, deciding he does want to move into mid. And it looks like Alcon is going to be able to bring that up into next round.
Yeah, got to give Alcon some respect there, and the whole Hypnotic squad so far have been playing phenomenal CS. And to not get too in over your head and let these the round win streak get too inside of your head and you try and make some hero plays here. They actually just opted to save the ult, play it smart, and I wouldn't have it any other way. They played that great. Bitpoint doing a great job to finally get around on the board though.
Definitely, so we do see quite a split Bitpoint team at the moment. We've got one player opting to play in the middle, 3 towards A, and one lurking around B, Matt G, trying to pick up that pick as possibly we see some CT players rotate around. Slow start so far, Chalky and waiting for the boost, which might just come here. As Kuma looks like he wants to go over. Chalky in here, if he plays this right, could catch Kuma out. We are going to see some mollies come over. No flashes. Potential double boost. Chalky not quite able to get both of them as Bitpoint look to try and take mid control here. It looks like Hypnotic aren't going to try and contest that though. Bomb gravitating over to mid as Alcon. Now into mid, but a little too late to the party. As we see Bitpoint walk onto B site. Alcon in a bit of a treacherous spot here though. Mad Specs very close. Wallbang though onto Mad Specs. He's not going to be happy with that one. Hypnotic now to decide if they want to save though. 3 versus 4. And it looks like it's all but over here. Childson, the last one there. Probably worth him just trying to get an exit with the weapon he has. Surprised he's pushing back to where he's going. And it looks like Bitpoint are going to play smart exit together. Chewy looks like he is hunting for the frag though. Possibly get taken if he plays this too aggressive. A little dangerous for Chewy, although probably could have received a buy from one of his teammates.
Not looking good for Hypnotic right now with their money. Luckily saving 3 guns though, so this could work out well for them. Bitpoint actually coming back into the game now. You can see some life from this team. We just need to keep seeing these rounds roll through. Have to see what happens, obviously.
So it looks like Matt G is going to lead the charge. Unit though. Does see the player not able to find the kill though. Not able to scope in quick enough. But we are going to see Hypnotic now trying to do the retake. Could be too late though. Never mind, Alcon. Great headshot on a boosted player there on B site. Quite a lot of Hypnotic players trying to come in from the same site.
All 3 players here.
The weaponry though might not go in favour. Chewy probably wasn't quite able to reload there. All on Vexbot as he gets a massive blaze coming towards him. Vexbot!
Oh,
So unlucky
How?
there, Vexbot.
I think he, like, to be fair, I think he just saved the round for them. Possibly. It's going to be close.
No, he's got that.
That was a very close defuse, though. But wow, Vexbot. Just wow. I mean, well done to Hypnotic, obviously winning the round, retaking. Quite a smart play. Vexbot, however, that was a crazy, crazy spray down. And 11 HP on the last guy there.
It's worth mentioning though, that was BitPoint's buy. That was their round to win. Like,
Yeah.
to say that Hypnotic haven't been able to retake with guns, to say how how they've been able to just do that with pistols. Oh, these were on pistols. It's quite impressive.
Shocking turn of events so far as the game went from looking one-sided to being the most equal game of CS that I've had the pleasure of casting. Kuma, however, with a 2k already. As soon as I say that.
We do have Robway boosted up in vents. If you can peek this at the right time, you could catch a player out. Possibly change the way the round's going, because at the moment it does look like this is going to be considerably in favour of BitPoint. But just as I say that, Robway taking out Vex as he tries to push down mid. Peeking out at just the right time. And now BitPoint slowing down a little bit. Looks like they are going to try and go for A. But Alcon, they are going to need to try and get a smoke to block that, and they certainly are. Alcon needs to place this smaller very precisely, and he does. Scoping away at just the wrong time. He's got his teammates with him now. Robway taking down one of the players on Fork. Matg could choose to jump over here at some point if he wants. He is on low HP. Is also going to get taken down. Madspecs in behind. Oh, chooses a really poor time to engage. And Chewy. 1 versus 1. Just wait, just the wrong time, but able to recover. As well, not able to take down Chewy. Close though.
It's worth noting though that the T's played really well there. That player that went through mid, creating a really great distraction for those CTs, completely taking away all of the awareness of them, throwing them off completely, and then able to just trade out. So great plays by the T side so far. BitPoint coming right back into this game. Have to see how Hypnotic's gonna counter this. We could be in a bit of a trouble spot right now. Takes him out though.
Could also get Chock in as well, who's waiting there, maybe waiting for BitPoint to push past him. As we do see BitPoint possibly come back to convincingly take this one, and they do. Chewy.
Ooh.
With a few kills there, Madspec knifing Chewy. Not sure if that was on purpose. Probably not the time you want to be doing that when you're 12-11. Maybe when you had that 6-round lead, but I would assume that's an accident.
Yeah, more than likely. I'd hope so.
Alcon, the P90, does take out Vexbot, who did have an SMG himself, remember?
Good play by Alcon though.
Yeah, was able to take a little bit of damage before going down. As we see Chockin taking the hit there, who was boosted up by Chilton.
Yeah.
As we may see Chilton get a frag here. Mad Specs though. Line in luck. The two Hypnotic players are able to get one player on B, but this should tell BitPoint now that, maybe if they didn't see one of the players, there could be one on A, but it's certainly a site to push. Kuma pre-firing some angles there. Hypnotic are about to realise that they aren't going to come B. And may find themselves trapped where they are by the looks of it. Robway low HP. As Wernet could find the kill in Mad Specs, but it looks like he's going to fall back onto A. And it looks like we are just going to see Bitpoint take this round. And that's about it, really. Oh, actually, as I say this, Mad Specs possibly could run into the bullets of Zwernet here, but chooses to push up Heaven, but it doesn't matter though, because Robway was waiting for that one. The rest of the Bitpoint players choosing to move to T-spawn, and will be able to successfully get out of there with the guns.
Yeah, I mean, you got to say it, Hypnotic playing it, unfortunately, well, they have to play it really passively there. No other choice at all. Such dodgy buys for the past few rounds now for these CTs. It's looking like Bitpoint's taking this quite convincingly so far. But obviously, you cannot count out Hypnotic, especially after that amazing comeback that they had against Bitpoint not too long ago.
Alcon there, probably thinking how lucky he is there not to get caught out by that Molotov. Probably going to be a bit of a test here for him to pick up a frag with the USP.
I think Alcon's been taking tips from Hitman. He's going to have to go crazy. Please don't tell me he's going to do this. Oh.
He thought about it, but...
Jokian just diving into vents there, completely giving his life away. I'm not sure what the purpose of that was, but... not much else he could have done with pistol, to be fair. And it looks like we've got another save coming through from the CTs.
Yeah,
Cannot
they
complain.
do have one USP. Mad Specs able to take out one. Could get more here. Childson hiding just nearby. That being said, has nothing to lose. Can try and engage. Not quite able to take that one through though. Zwernet last alive. Should take out Mad Specs, but they have spotted him. And Zwernet, it's time to play passive. You don't need to be doing this. Does he hear the player in main? Don't think he did.
A lot of Bitpoint supporters in the chat that you're feeling very good right now. Obviously very nervous midway through that game where Hypnotic started to completely demolish them on that CT side, but Bitpoint's finally found their footing in this game and they're taking it away. First full buy round from, well, you know, obviously both of them going against each other full buys for the first time in quite a while now. Some minimal utility though on the CTs, so have to see how they react to that.
We do see Robway in vents. Did break himself in there though, and has to do so had to break out of vent, so should be noticeable by Bitpoint if they do choose to go vent. Hopefully they do check that one. Just as I look away, Mad Specs was able to take down Robway hiding in vents. Could get another here, but guess Pete didn't quite expect two players to be sat in mid. Kerma able to take down one on B site. All to do now. Smoke's going out to both heaven and below. Now Hypnotic, you know, once again, bringing weapons into the next round. Looks like they are going to play for a tie.
It's this economy's really been biting the CTs in the backside. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, the CTs just not having enough money to be able to go for these clutch rounds. I bet they could have done it. Obviously, it's a in a way, it's almost a 3v3. Kuma obviously never counted him out as an amazing player, but I mean, wow, it's really not looking good for this Hypnotic lineup at the moment.
To be honest, that's probably the nail in the coffin at this point. You're going, you know, you're playing for the draw. It's one of those things, you know. I would have suggested, unless it's the end of the season, you're only after this or that, might have been worth just going for it. That being said, We are going to see one more round potentially more. But it does not look good for Hypnotic, as we do see a couple of bit point players moving towards B, bomb behind them. If Hypnotic are going to try something different, now is definitely the time.
Oh.
It's like both Hypnotic players have chosen to back up onto site.
They knows when it's here. Great pick by Matt G there, but he is 6 HP, so it's worth keeping that in mind. And all of the Hypnotic gaming players have rotated all the way over. Alcan actually hit markering one in half HP, one in mid. Not great, but what can you do? Hypnotic looking strong so far. I mean, they have the advantage with HP, maybe not with players, but 26 in total for Maggi and Mad Specs combined. It's about to get really, really close here to end out the game.
Looks like Kuma's going to try and take down Alcan, but Alcan's holding strong. Xbox going to get taken down by Rob. We're backing him up there, and it's all on Matt G. 6 HP and the AWP. He's
6 HP in a dream.
He's gonna try and save. You know, with Hypnotic's economy, probably not worth trying to do anything there.
I mean, yeah, it's not a lot of damage here for the T side for them. I mean, that loss almost meant nothing to them. Obviously, if they lose this round, it could be quite bad. For some of these players, not all of them, of course. Some of them will still be able to buy, like, maybe an AWP, and obviously they're AKs. So right now, it's more about who has the most stamina, and right now, I'm putting it in favor of Bitpoint, but I'm not going to count Hypnotic out in any way, especially after their amazing play so far. Chokin actually with a pick already on Mad Specs.
Fake spot could find him in a little bit of trouble here. I think if Bitpoint don't want it to return to the same way, they are going to have to find some form again. They had a system, it was working.
Yeah, as soon as they've lost that player, however, it seems like they have very, very dramatically slowed down their play, and now they're just going to be playing for this pick. None of the CT players are actually giving anything up here. This is going to be close. Vexpot with a nice pick there, however.
That being said, taken down by Zui. Kuma and Chewy going to attempt to push through mid. So they are going to attempt to push through there. Chocky not quite able to get the last T player. Kuma is checking mid, but he's going to get to see the player on site. Chilled. Able to bring it to 15-13. This one's getting close.
My heart can't take another comeback by Hypnotic. If they can do this, this is one hell of a story for Hypnotic. I mean, I know it's just a draw, but to give Bitpoint their first technical non-win is a huge thing to say. But we don't want to count Bitpoint out either. I mean, this is so even right now. It's not even funny, and it's looking bad actually right here. I mean, they've got no control over it. They're all probably realizing something here. I have a bad feeling that might just be it for Hypnotic now, unless they do something amazing here.
Yeah, definitely going to be a tricky retake. They have managed to get some weaponry at Bitpoint. Still have a CZ and a P250, so it's not over just yet.
Maggi with the AWP though, he misses that first shot.
Mad Spec's able to take down one player pushing into the baby. Zwernet though, able to get himself on site. We've got 2 more players for Bitpoint, both with AK-47s. Last one is in Squeaky though. If they don't see him, this could be it. Bitpoint could take the round. Mad Specs is going to take down the player. That is definitely going to be it here. That's game. Bit of an ending there.
Unfortunate that is for Hypnotic to like one of the players was on bomb. It got mollied, but it looked like he was 2 seconds in. If he had just stuck it, he might have had it, and it might have put Hypnotic into a possible draw there. But Bitpoint just in the end with the smarter play and somehow taking away the comeback again of Hypnotic, putting a complete full stop on it, saying, you know what, not this time, we're not having it. And just ending out the game in a great fashion right there. Cannot complain if you're Bitpoint. Maybe some things to watch over there, but Hypnotic played superb CS. Both teams did. Akuma, a great player to watch during that match. Matt G, awesome to watch. Chilton, obviously, the same story there. Every player in this game so far has had a lot to show, so it's amazing to watch.
Yeah, it's been a good game. I think for the game to end that way, considering the differences and the way the game's changed in terms of Bitpoint having a run, then Hypnotic having a run, for it to end like that is just, it's sort of bittersweet almost. That being said, I think considering what everyone was saying in chat before the game started, saying that Bitpoint was going to be an easy game for Bitpoint, I think Hypnotic could put up a fantastic fight. I think either one of these teams could do really well going forward. Naturally, Bitpoint going to take the points. They're going to have the advantage in the league. But as we've said all game, don't count Hypnotic out. Anyway, going forward, this will be our last game for today. Sorry, did you have something you wanted to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to announce something real quick, and I don't know whether or not this is the best place to do it. Don't worry, it's nothing incredibly bad. I've actually just seen we've had, I believe, a roster change in one of the teams going forward. Just to fill some people with knowledge, it appears that I think here this is from the Antelope CS:GO, one of the Antelope CS:GO players, that the Voidy is actually it appears not going to be in the group stage games for something going forward with them. So whether or not that's for RDYUP, I'm not sure, but it seems like that might be a change coming to Antelope. So for any Antelope fans out there, I'm sure that'll come as some news to you. Best of luck to them. However, I'm hoping they continue their good form going forward. However,
yeah, I hope whatever you said turns out to be just rumor or whatever, or doesn't seem to be the case, because I do like Devoid. He is a good player. I think he had a bit of a poor game in the one we watched earlier. But people can bounce back, and never judge your own performance on one game. So if that message can get to him somehow, make it so. If he's stepping aside for whatever reason, then I think that's probably a bad idea. That being said, as I was going to say, going forward, we will be announcing some games. I will announce them either tonight or tomorrow morning, in which ones we will be casting in the RDYUP League. We do have a few to choose from, and I'm pretty sure we have been requested to do a few. That being said, we may do one or two. It'll be between one or two casted games tomorrow, because we will have a busy day on Thursday. Lots of games on Thursday. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. Sorry we couldn't get the title changed or anything. It looks like we didn't have admin support for this one. But that being said, despite it being the wrong name and the wrong details and not many Twitter announcements in terms of this game, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for listening to us for the last, let's have a look,
about 2 hours, right?
Hour and 14 minutes. Other than that, we'll see you tomorrow if you tune in. Thank you very much.